Go! Dream! Hi. Hello! Hello, 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 hello. It's me again. Secret of Mana. Gonna be finishing the game tonight. At least that is the game plan. The plan for the game. Get it up here. Nope, we're not playing Contra. Alright, it's been a few days. It's as usual, per usual. What have I been doing? Leveling the weapons and magic on these characters, which at this point in the game, it starts to take a bit longer to do these things. And it's like, so I have to kind of break it up between days. All the weapons are leveled up, leveled up fully as they can be, except for the Dragon Lance and the Nimbus Chain, because those technically are 8, but I got tired of leveling weapons, so I just, at this point, it doesn't make that big of a deal. I did work on magic, but I discovered that I can't actually level the magic up beyond level 7, so I really didn't have to do as much as I thought I would. But I did level Dryad up. That was the only one I really had to do. But apparently, the 8th mana seed, even though I did find that last time, didn't really count. I guess because the seed didn't have any power at that point, so I guess I don't get access to level 8 magic until after the Pure Land. So, speaking of which, that's where I'm going today. We're going to the Pure Land, and then after that it's going to be the Mana Fortress and end of the game. Now I know there's a lot of grinding and stuff you can do in the Mana Fortress for extra weapon orbs and stuff like that. I'm not really going to be doing that. I mean, if I come across something along the way, fine, but at this point I'm probably good enough just to get to the end of the game here, because I'm probably leveled up enough here. Let's see what level I am at. Level 58. We're okay, we're decent, and the magic is all my magic is at least level 7 now, so it should be enough to kind of get me through the bosses, so I feel good, I think we can, just work our way straight towards the end of the game here. I am fully stocked up on stuff, because I do seem to remember once we go to the Pure Land, I don't think we can leave. I think we have to go through the entire thing in one shot, which I'm not worried about. Because, well, I'm reserving the warm-up specifically for Prim, because she's the only one who can't restore her MP. Poor boy has MP drain, so he can always get MP back when he needs to, so I'll be using him for attack, and just Prim will be there for moral support, I guess. Anyway, or healing as needed. Anyway, Pure Land is this place, and the texture actually changed on this very slightly, as you can't tell. It is now green. I've been waiting. I'm here. Quick, watch out for the metal thing. Oh, there's a foot monster. Watch out for these things. They actually do a lot of damage. Yeah. There we go. Got it. Oh, I almost got to charge up. Foot thing. So I have news. I have news of the conversational type. So Paramount Plus is doing this thing where you can subscribe for a few months for $1. I went ahead and did that. Because, you know, I figure I can probably watch most of their track content in probably 2 months. Kind of binge through all of it. And $1, you know, that's actually kind of a bargain, so I'll do it for $1. I'm not going to stick as a subscriber for too long, so just enough to kind of watch what I need. So, anyway. The last 3 days, I have been binging Star Trek Discovery. Because, nope, now's the time. I've actually already... Whoa, mushroom. I just finished season 2 today. We have about like 12 or 13 episodes on each season, so it's not too bad. I'm not gonna say the show is bad, but it's got a few writing and dialogue issues. Don't get me wrong, the production quality in the show is like really nice, and that's kind of one of the things that kind of attracts me to it a bit. Also, because, you know, I have played quite a bit of Star Trek Online. They have Discovery content and characters in there. I just kind of want to understand the context of what these characters are and what's going on. Like, what is this spore drive thing about? What is this nonsense? And what's up with these Klingons, you know? What's going on with this here? So, that's part of the reason why I wanted to watch it, just to kind of understand the context of these things. And, you know, I guess my questions, for the most part, have been answered up to this point. But, you know, after seeing both seasons, it's like, I can see why the show is a mixed bag for a lot of people. Like I said, I think the general positives, I would say, is the production quality is good. I generally like the cinematography and, you know, the whiz-bang explosions and special effects and stuff is all really good. It's like the J.J. Abrams films in terms of, you know, effects and stuff, except for having a white bridge. You have a really dark colored bridge instead. It has that look to it, even though it's not the Kelvin verse, which... And this is probably going to bring me to something else here, is like, part of one of the negatives about the show is that there is a lot of conflicting tech and stuff in the show that kind of seems like they shouldn't have this kind of technology in a few instances, and yet they kind of do. It's like, they actually kind of made a point about this on a certain level. It's like, about the holographic communication systems that they kind of use. When they bring Captain Pike in, people are asleep. What the hell? We cannot be asleep here. That's not good. I'm taking nearly as much damage as I thought I was, but some of these critters are annoying. Anyway, Captain Pike makes a point of that he doesn't like the holographic communication system, so it's like, we're not doing this on the Enterprise, take that shit off. And he's like, oh, everybody's okay. And I was like, so I guess from this point on they don't have holographic communications because one captain in Starfleet decided they didn't like it. Okay. That's not the weirdest thing. It's like, the holographic technology, communication technology they have is like, it's so advanced that it's kind of like magic, and there's like a few scenes in the show where it's like the holographic, you know, communication characters are actually walking around the environment in real time, and then I remember there's like one scene where Sarek is like in Burnham's, you know, quarters, and he sits on the bed in her quarters even though he's a hologram. And it's like, how is he able to do that? That doesn't make any sense. He's a hologram someplace else, but how does he know to sit on the bed in her quarters as a hologram? It doesn't make any sense to me. This is why this kind of delving into a little bit of space magic here, because stuff like that shouldn't happen. It's like, you know, it's one of these things where I'm like, that's probably one example of things that doesn't make sense yet. And there's like certain things like I don't really buy, like one of the characters, Ash Tyler. He's really a Klingon. Even though he's kind of not anymore. He originally was the Klingon Vok, who got introduced early on. And then with L'Rell, it's like... L'Rell's plan is like, I'm gonna mutilate you and brainwash you into a human, Ash Tyler, and you're gonna be a sleeper agent, but this plan never really goes anywhere. It's like, instead, it just leads to a lot of confusion later on. Like, the technology of the Klingons is not demonstrated to be that super advanced, so I don't know how they were able to even turn a Klingon into a human. Like, it's one of these things where it's like in fiction, there is a certain level of suspension of disbelief you are allowed to have as a viewer, and you can't take that too far in a piece of fiction. Then otherwise the whole thing breaks down to nonsense. And I feel like the whole Ash Tyler thing was nonsense. It didn't make any sense on paper to me. It's like, there's no fucking way that the Klingons have this type of technology to do this well. I mean, that's something that even the best of Starfleet in the 24th century is not able to do. Why the hell are the Klingons able to do that in the 23rd century? Yeah, 23rd century when this takes place. It makes no sense. They did such a good job at it that doctors were not able to tell that he was a Klingon inside. It boggles the mind. It would have been easier just to have Vok have a transporter accident and use a transporter to turn him into a human. That would have been easier to do. But, you know, I guess we gotta do some crab mutilation shit onto a Klingon to turn him into a human, which ultimately didn't really amount to anything. Except for a whole hell of a lot of species confusion for Ash Tyler later on. It's like, it's an interesting story idea that just wasn't done very well, in my opinion. I feel like that's probably one of the worst examples of things that doesn't really make sense to me in the show. Oh, got a cave. Oh, pause. Okay, hold on. Pause the conversation. What do we got going on? We got snake. We got snake. Okay, we need to kill the snake. What is snake weak against? We will just blast it into oblivion. If you're so good, okay. Alright, you're a poor one. More lightning. More lightning. Did it swallow me? No, you're not allowed to do that. We're not able to cast the balloons. Where are we? We're not people balloons. Can't have that. That is not allowed. Lighting. Excellent. And we're good. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so where was I? Well, let me just give my general opinions of what Season 1 was like. Actually, it's like I almost forgot what the plot of Season 1 was, because I just finished Season 2. Season 1's plot was... the Klingon War and the Mirror Universe stuff, and they tried to do a lot of different things in Season 1. It's kind of like, it was all over the place. I do think the Mirror Universe stuff was interesting, even though I still find the Mirror Universe kind of one of those concepts in Star Trek where it's like, don't think too hard about it, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense, and it still doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. I will also say the best Mirror Universe stuff in Star Trek was probably the stuff they did in Enterprise, because that was actually kind of fun, and actually added to the lore of the Mirror Universe in a very interesting way. They actually did try to follow up on some of the elements from Enterprise in Discovery. They actually did make direct reference to the Defiant and knowledge that the Terran Empire has on the Federation on that. Which was a nice little acknowledgement to make. Ghost. I'm not fighting Ghost. Fuck off, Ghost. No. Guys, walk. Move. Move. Why can't I walk? What am I getting stuck on? No, we don't want to fight these stupid things. Waste on my MP. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is a dead end. Why am I having such a hard time walking around in here? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh yeah, I guess in short, Season 1 was kind of a mixed bag, just like everything in Discovery. Like, you have too many different plot threads. I will say that... What can I say about the characters? The characters are not too bad. They're pretty interesting, except for Burnham. My initial first impressions of Burnham in the first couple episodes really weren't that good. She was introduced very poorly, and her... Like, the acting of, yeah, the actress's name, I can't ever quite remember. It's like Sonequa Williams or something like that. Oh goddamn, not back to the ghosts again. I felt like... Okay, so her character is supposed to be a human raised by a Vulcan, but I feel like her acting in the first couple episodes is like she was trying too hard to act like a Vulcan, and it was just off-putting. But she does get better later on. She acts less like a Vulcan as time goes on, so she becomes slightly more likable. Definitely not the most likable protagonist in the show, I would say, but she's just kind of okay, I guess. I'm gonna call her the crying protagonist because it seems like every episode there's something that happens that makes her cry. Burnham is the crying protagonist because that's what happens in every episode. She cries for some reason. I don't know. Defeat the dragon to the left of the forest to pass the gate. Save your game. Sure, I will save my game. Or at least it really seemed that way in Season 2. I was actually starting to pay attention to a while after a while, like, okay, is Burnham gonna cry in this episode? Yes, she does. Oh look, 5 minutes into the episode, she's already crying. Okay. It's like, we can't get away from this. But, yeah. The other characters in the show are far more interesting and probably worth watching for. I did find Lorca interesting as an interesting concept for an explanation for why he came back, and that's what ties into some stuff from Star Trek Online too, which actually goes into how evil Lorca ended up in the Prime Universe. They only kind of talk about it in the show, but actually in SGO they actually explored what happened. So it's an interesting little thing, because when I played through that part in the game, I didn't really fully understand what was going on, so now that I've seen it in the show, it's like, now I have better context for it now, so I understand. This stupid thing is still alive. Die. 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 There we go. Is there anything good in the chest? Let me see. Chocolate. Okay, I don't really want chocolate. That's not useful to me. I wish I could know what's in the chest before I open it. Like, if it's like a fairy walnut, I could use one of my walnuts and then get another one, but I guess that's just the way things are. Anyway. Dragon. What is this dragon weak against? Salamando. Okay. Do your thing. Where is your hitbox? I don't know where it is. I'll make we'll make Brim useful. At least we'll get some physical protection. Better than nothing. Okay. Snowman. This is why I do magic a lot of times, because I cannot figure out what hitboxes are on enemies half the time. It's just easier to use magic. I keep poking him with the spear trying to figure out where his hitbox is, and I can't find it. Okay. I won! He died off screen. Excellent. He went down faster than the snake. Where to go? Where to go? Actually, now is a good time to get some MP back. Should fill that up. Alright, Season 2. I'm talking about Season 2 real quick. No, I'm not confused. I think Season 2... I would say Season 2 had a more consistent storyline than Season 1. But it still had a lot of the same writing and dialogue problems. In fact, I would probably say they're probably kind of worse than Season 2. There's some very weird things that some characters say in Season 2 that don't, like... It's like, look at it and it's like, oh, is that supposed to be funny? I didn't get it. It's like... That's the power of math! What was that supposed to mean? What was that supposed to mean? I like science. Those are literal lines from Season 2. One of those was spoken by Spock. Spock was weirdly kind of a bit of an asshole in Season 2, but it's because he has a weird relationship with this half-sister Burnham, which... You know, I'm still not completely convinced about the whole thing about Burnham being part of Spock's family. It's like... I wanted to see how it played out in the show. But it feels like one of these, like, things that the writers put in because they thought would be cool to have a more direct connection to Spock in the show, even though I feel like it would have been better if Burnham could have been her own character instead of... I feel like she's riding on the coattails of other characters. I think that's the issue here. She doesn't feel like she's too interconnected to other characters who are more well established in the track verse instead of, you know, being her own character. I guess it's kind of hard to figure out. It's like, does Spock really need to be as important as he is in Discovery? I don't think he needs to be. They kind of make an extraordinary importance of the Enterprise too. It's like, but you guys know there's like 12 other Constitution-class starships in Starfleet at this time, not just the Enterprise. So, like, where are the other Constitution-class ships? You know, they're supposed to be around too, doing extraordinary missions, not just the Enterprise. But you know, no, everybody just wants to see the Enterprise. They can't do anything else here. different genre, but everyone ever known and enjoying connecting to Supergirl because it was just written to connect to real Superman. Yeah. It's kind of a similar thing. I guess the thing with, like, Supergirl is, you know, she wasn't that too far off from when the time Superman was kind of a thing. Burnham is, like, so far away from when Spock became a thing, it kind of feels tacked on, I guess. Like, if they just did Supergirl today, that would feel a little weird. But since she was established so long ago, it's like, okay. Wonder Woman's liked by guys alike because she had her own... Yeah. Yeah, I would say Wonder Woman's probably a much better developed superhero character than Supergirl. And yeah, for that reason, because she has her own thing. If she does her own thing, she doesn't feel like a facsimile or tagged on. Okay, I gotta magic this thing, because it's not gonna let me kill it. Eggplant Man. Lightning will do the trick. Hi, spiky thing. You hit the monster, please. Used to consider Zero Track, and to be honest, good track ended when DS9 ended for me. I would still say, I mean, DS9 kind of had its thing, being a bit more of it had a darker, more mature approach to things, but it was kind of based more like on a rodeo western sort of thing, which it worked for the show, for a space station show, but I would still say Voyager and even Enterprise aren't as bad as people say they are. I mean, I went through Voyager and Enterprise. Well, I went through Voyager last year, and Enterprise I kind of just finished up in December as much as I could. And you know what? They weren't that bad as people say they are. I mean, clearly, they're not going to be as good as like the next generation or DS9, but I thought they were still pretty good for what they were. They had their ups and downs. Definitely had some rough first and second seasons, but that's kind of that's true for almost every track. The first two seasons are always going to be a mixed bag. Is there anything in here? Or is this just a dead end? This is a dead end. There's nothing in here. Oh, god damn it. Poor boy, why? Why you die? Whenever their all their seasons were about the Romulan War and not the Xindi time travel thing. Well, I mean, I kind of wonder if they had kept going for like the full 7 seasons, like regular, like DS9 and TNG, they probably would have gotten into the Romulan War stuff, but you know, they had to cancel it early, so they didn't have time to do that. This axe sucks. Why am I using this? Like, I didn't dislike the Xindi arc. I thought the Xindi arc was probably one of the better arcs in Enterprise. That was when it started to get good. It actually had kind of a consistent storyline to follow. And then that was kind of it. Then they just kind of had fun with the last season and just kind of did their own thing. And like, okay, we're just going to have fun and do whatever we want, which is like what that Mirror Universe episodes were, which were kind of fun and interesting, so... Okay, I'm getting tired of fighting these things. They're just getting annoying. Just move on. No ghost. I'm not finding ghost. Well, getting back to season. Oh my god, two of them are petrified. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Don't petrify me. That's not good. Anyway, like I was talking about Season 2, it's still kind of a mixed bag. I did really like Captain Pike, though. I think Pike was the best part of Season 2. So it actually kind of makes me interested to see how they're going to handle Strange New Worlds, because Anson Mount played him. He is probably the best character in Season 2. He was like the grounding force now, because all the other characters, they kind of had their issues and stuff, and I was like, oh, we're emotional, and we're mixed up, and we have doubts and everything. I'm like, Pike is just like, down to business. He is Starfleet. It's not to say he's not without his own personal challenges he has to deal with. I especially like how they tied in the Talosians back into Season 2 of Discovery. And it actually revealed Captain Pike's fate to him, then he had to kind of deal with that. It's like, this is what's going to happen to you, Pike. Are you sure you want to go through grabbing this time crystal? Because it's going to ensure your fate. He's like, in Starfleet, this is what I'm going to do. It's like, okay. Because you know that he's that type of character. Alright. Birdo thing. What are you weak against? Silford, maybe? Speak. None. Okay. Ice him up. Magic spam. Magic spam. Attacks do nothing. This is why we do magic. Could probably use a heal. I think it just died. Yeah, okay, it just died. He's dead! Where to go? Oh, we leveled up. I didn't really even need to heal. Where to go? More monsters. Okay, back to Season 2 of Discovery. So, the general plot of Season 2 is about the Red Angel thing in Section 31. It was kind of a nice exploration of Section 31. They didn't really get into the origins of it, but it's like, this is what Section 31 was like kind of in the TOS era. They were just kind of operating in the background, so they're more like the CIA of Starfleet at this time. They're not like super evil, even though they kind of are, and most of that's just because they're being guided by an AI that has no moral qualms about anything, called Control. So apparently Control wants this data from this sphere thing, because that'll allow it to become a self-evolved AI at some point in the future, so that it can take control of the probe and attack shuttlecraft in a time vortex, and it's not You can see where I'm slowing down here because this is the point where the plot doesn't really make any sense in a lot of areas of Season 2. It's like... this is getting into like spoilers here. There's actually 2 Red Angels. There's Burnham, the Red Angel, and then there's Burnham's mom, the Red Angel. There's like 2 different ones. So we don't really make that clear until you like get close to the end of the season. But they don't really explain how Control gains control in the future. It's like, which version in the future is actually the one that happens? Like, is the one where Control destroys the future, or the one where Burnham does her thing? It's kind of unclear. We have like 2 different futures kind of occurring at the same time, and I feel like the writers themselves didn't even know what the heck they were doing in Season 2. It's like, it's the same thing again. It's like, there's good production quality, and the characters are generally interesting. But the writing is still kind of all over the place. I'm getting tired of killing these things. I'm moving on. These things are boring, and I hate having to go back to the axe. Says the axe sucks. Yeah. But, you know, they do their whole thing. I feel like Discovery overall is like one of those shows where it's like a big budget Hollywood action movie where it's one of those things where you have to kind of turn your brain off and not think about it too hard, but you know, it's Star Trek, so it's like one of those shows that you do try to think about. And if you think about it too hard, it's like you realize there's a lot of plot holes and issues in the writing and the plot progression that don't really make any sense. It's like, is this what Star Trek has become now? It's all about shooty action and special effects and drama and crying. It's like emotional talking. I was like, oh, so much. You know, instead of like... I mean, there's a little bit... There's actually a couple episodes in Season 2 that actually feel like Star Trek episodes. So it's not like completely without that spirit of Star Trek exploration and discovering and solving interesting mysteries and stuff like that. There's a few episodes in Season 2 like that, so it's not completely without it, but... They need more of that instead of the melodrama, which is... I'm not saying melodrama is entirely bad, but if you have too much of it all the time in the show, it gets old. It's like... There's just too much of it. There's too much of it in Discovery. They need to, like, tone it down a bit, and just... get back to adventuring and discovering stuff. Why do I have Defender equipped? Doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. I can't kill this thing. Okay. The point in the game where enemies take forever to kill. Hi. Kill that eggplant man. Yep. It's gonna be more. Is there anything in the chest? Couple wishes. Okay. Into the cave. Can't target the enemy because they're at the edge of the screen. Yeah. Weak against Undine. You know the drill. Magic it to death. Put you on defense duty. Magic. Magic! More magic! Stop being on fire, friend. That's not helpful. Wait. Nope, dead. Okay, there we go. These dragons are actually pretty easy to kill. Where to go? Sure, I'll save. Alright, well, what else can I say about... What else can I say about Discovery? It ended kind of on a strange note. Like, I watched a Red Letter Media review of it kind of right after, and they point out something really obvious, but that didn't... Which occurred to me when I saw the ending of Season 2, but they really pointed it out. It's like... So the whole thing was to defeat Control, and Control was in the body of Leland. The whole plan was to send Discovery into the future so that it can get out of... so far into the future that Control can't reach it. But then, you know... Georgiou, Empress Georgiou, is fighting Leland and actually manages to kill him. The AI Control nano machine, whatever the hell he was. So then it's like, okay, Control's defeated, yay! We're still going to the future anyway. The process cannot be stopped, but they never really say that. It's like, oh. Actually, I think she even tells people on the bridge that, hey, Leland's been defeated and Control's been defeated. But they still go through with the plan to go to the future anyway. So it's like, oh, okay? They're just gonna do it anyway? Well, we can't have Season 3 if we don't go through with this, so I guess we're gonna go on anyway, even though... Honestly, I thought she was gonna, like, eject him out of an airlock or something, because that would have made more sense to me. Just to kind of strand him in the past so he couldn't do anything. And then Pike probably would have finished him off, but... They really had to have Georgiou get into a fist fight with him, which... Thinking about it more, it seems kind of useless because he's like a nanomachine monster thing, and you're trying to get into a fist fight with him? It just seems like a bad idea. He doesn't really take any damage, he just recovers from this one. I don't know why you're trying to fist fight him, but... Okay, we gotta have our action scene. Alright. But yeah, so... Discovery just kind of goes 900 years into the future, and... I guess I'll start Season 3 tomorrow, and... Actually, I'll probably binge through it, and it might be done by Monday or Tuesday, by the rate I'm going. I am gonna do Picard, probably after I'm done with... Discovery. I still think Picard's probably going to be worse than Discovery, but... Because I didn't have a good, favorable impression of the first episode of that. But... I'll watch it anyway. I hear people are excited about the Season 2 episode, which, you know, I saw. Well, I didn't see the episode, but I've seen the pictures, and... People were like, hey, it's better now, and... Star Trek Online ships are in Picard now. Like, okay, that's cool, I guess. It's better than having Inquiry class ships being copy-pasted all over the place. I still Even though I haven't seen that episode, I've seen the pictures, and it's just... It's like, what? Starfleet doesn't have any other ships at this time? It doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I hear that was because of a budget issue, which, it's a CG model. It shouldn't be that hard just to make up some different ships, They don't have the Sovereign class CG model anymore, or the Akira class, or Steam Runners, or anything. Nope, just Inquiry class, that's all I got. But, yeah. I'll talk about Picard when I get to that. It probably won't be for a while. I did start watching some of Season 2 of Lower Decks. I haven't gone through the entire thing already. I just kind of got through about half of it, and then I kind of switched over to Discovery just to kind of binge through it. It's still a fun show. It's definitely better than Discovery. In terms of quality and entertainment value, I think it's still better. That's just me. I'm so tired of fighting these enemies. It's like, at this point in the game, I'm just not really that interested in fighting everything now. Like, I'll fight the enemies a little bit just to get levels. But actually, I should check on Poor Boy's MP here. Yeah. Give me those MPs back. Good. It's funny jumping onto Discovery after I kind of finished up with the Expanse. Now, the Expanse is an example of a good science fiction show. It has good writing in it and makes sense. Discovery is not that show. Discovery is about, like, it's like a popcorn movie. The Expanse actually feels like proper science fiction to me, so it's like... I'll probably rewatch The Expanse at some point. It's that good, and I think it's the kind of show in which you can definitely catch some details on the rewatch. I'll probably do that at some point. Oh look, it's the Ogre Man. Alright, Ogre Man. What are we gonna do with you? Thunder guy, I guess. This is with the Earth. Alright, you gotta magic spam him when he appears. Magic, more magic. Oh, come on. Damn. Stop doing this orb thing. Yeah, confuse me. Magic, more magic. Yeah, pain. Feel pain. There's plenty of that. Are you dead yet? Oh, okay, now you're dead. Way to go! Hey, another sword orb. Excellent. Actually, I already know that the next level of the sword is Dragon Sword, which is weak against strong against dragons. But I'm only gonna be able to, like, kind of make that after I'm done fighting dragons, which is kind of irrelevant at this point in the game. The dragons are going to be dead already, so that's why I'm using the dragon spear. Because this is effective against dragons. Provided I can actually hit them with the spear, but that's kind of its own problem. I tell you what, poor boy, why don't you take MP from the ghost? That would be a good idea. Oh. Oh, that took MP away. Never mind. Take it from the ice club instead. We're using zombie physics on the ghost. How many dragons do I have to kill? All of them. I see faring pretty well in here. I thought I would actually have a harder time. But I guess it's because I came prepared. I don't know why that happens. That doesn't make any sense. Grim. Guys, come on. Stop wasting my time. Weak against... No. Okay. Still cannot find the hitbox on this thing. I'm trying. I'm just not finding it. Oh well. Never mind, it's dead. Where'd you go? Yes. Continue on and let me murder more creatures. Oh. We made it. Where are we? Look! The giant broccoli. I mean the mana tree. is still so far away. We're here! Let's revive the mana sword! But wait, there's more. It's like a dream. Can we really be here? ... Randy, you've done it! I'm so glad I met you, and you too, poor boy. I'm so lucky. I found such good help. So much has happened. ... We never gave up hope. ... And we have just one more job to do. Ask the mana tree to revive the sword. Then we can beat the fortress and the mana beast too. Except for now see the power of this fully armed mana fortress. Fire the weapon. Help! Hey! You guys okay? And we just ended up here. Randy. Randy! Wake the fuck up. Where are we? There's no mana tree, just this giant stump. How did we get here? What the? After all we've been through, it's Thantatos' doing. What's going to happen now? Randy, it is I, the mana tree. The mana fortress is using up most of the world's mana. Soon, all the beast of will be... Man, that's mangled. Will be transformed into one giant creature. Only the great mana beast can bring back mana. So don't kill it, but we're gonna tell you to kill it anyway. But the beast has little control over its rage. If it were to attack the fortress, the world would be finished. We don't exactly explain why this is, but it just is, so take my word on it. The only way to avoid this is to beat it using the mana sword. The sword can only be used by people of the tribe of mana. Your father, the legendary knight Seren, should be standing here now. He was badly wounded 15 years ago by the Emperor, but vowed to stop him. On his way to a final showdown, he fell and never got up. That was in Thantatos. He tripped on a stump and died. You mean the ghost I saw by the falls was my dad? That was your father, Seren. I was his wife. And am your mother. Don't ask how we copulated. You wouldn't understand. Trust me. We are of the mana tribe. The women of our kind become the tree and the protectors of the world. The men wield the sword and protect against evil. You must stop the fortress. Mana is weak, and its shields are down. With my last energy, I will summon the power of the seeds of mana. You can do that level 8 magic now. Sword power at maximum. But not really. Randy, I'm sorry. I haven't been much of a mother to you because I've been a tree this whole time. Mother, is that really you? Please. Nope, got nothing. Okay. Mother? Oh. Why won't you talk to me? It's like I'm talking to a stump of wood. Why are you not answering? Mother! Andy! Mother, my... This is nuts. Snap out of it. She's asked us to do something. Prim doesn't have a mother. At least I don't think she does. I never asked. And neither do I. I don't think I do. I don't know what a mother is. Sorry. I'll be okay. It's time for revenge. I've got a lot to live up to, and we have a big job ahead. Now you're talking number one? Don't ever call me number one. That's only reserved for second in commands. Don't do that. Yeah, I feel like I just met my mom too, even though I don't know who she is. I know she's in my heart. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, let's kick some ass. Some bony Thanatos ass. Yeah, we're done here. Alright, so before we go to the Mana Fortress, I'm gonna upgrade the final weapons and just make sure I got stuff. I guess we'll go here. Now have the Griffin Claws. Have the Dragon Buster. See, yeah, I said the last one was a Dragon Buster Sword, which special ability is to inflict more damage on dragons, even though we're not fighting any more dragons in the game, so this is useless. The Great Axe. Bow to the Doom Bow. The Shuriken, and the Dragon Dart. Again, strong, extra damage to dragons, even though we're not fighting dragons anymore. Good job, game designers, for thinking ahead on these things. Let's see what the special skills are on these things. Like I said, Dragon Buster effect against dragons, like, it's kind of pointless now. Doom Bow raises the percent of critical hits. Claws poisons enemies. And some fish. Critical hit increase. Okay. So nothing really super special about any of these effects here. Like I mentioned, there are weapon orbs you can get on the Mana Fortress to kind of bump the weapons up to level 9. That's kind of purely an optional thing to do. It would mean I have to also come back. I want to make sure I'm good on... Okay, dude, get out of the doorway. Get moved. I don't think I really used any items, did I? Nope, okay, I'm good. But you saying, yeah. I also think the only way to get better armor is from item drops in the fortress at this point. And I've already bought the best armor I can, and that was from Neko on the underwater continent island. Right. So the Mana Fortress probably shouldn't take too long to do. I'll probably be done in another hour here. Since I'm not going to be bothering to do any more grinding in the game. It should be set to go. Let's do this. Let's go get some... no, kick some bony ass. I don't quite remember how you get to the fortress. Yeah. Oh, okay, it just... You have to kind of be in the right spot, and then it takes you to the fortress automatically. Fully armed and operational battle station. Jumping duck. Maximum damage. I think we got some ninjas. Ninja! Die, you evil head thing. Here we go. Get some fire on the sword. Let's make my job a little easier. I'm gonna change weapons here. Level. Die, dog. Where are you running to? Come on, poor boy. You're gonna be my whip boy. Grim's gonna be my axe girl. Yeah. Burn in the fire. It's in the box. Amulet ring. That is a little better. Maybe not. I'll take it. Eye sword. Now I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be going this way or the other way. Another sword here. Get wet! Magic, please. Oh, I won't have to repeat myself. Oh, this is a dead end. Okay. And answers that. I'll go the other way. This has fun music in here. They just want to make you fight. Excuse me. You know, this is probably like one thing about Trials of Mana that kind of slightly disappointed me. And they don't really have like a true final dungeon in the game that has like kick-ass music in it or anything like that. It's just there's like 3 different dungeons at the end depending on which character you play with. But none of them are really considered a final dungeon. It's just they're unique to sets of characters. But you also don't have any very interesting music here. That's what's kind of disappointing. I got a box in the way. Ninja gloves. Okay. I got ninja gloves. Oop. I am deceased. Oh, I guess I better fix that. What's in the box? More ninja gloves. Okay. Ninja glove. Not as good as what I got. But I will give it to Vaughn. It's like one more point of defense. Come on, Brad. Bye. Let's see. Good. Oh boy, why'd you do that? And now she died. Oh, that put all the things back up. Okay. That was Jake's power suit. We got the power. I got the wrong character selected. It's a little better. Come here, just get over here. Give me something good. Aim up room. Okay. Aimlet ring. Yeah. Those are better than ninja gloves. Not by much, but every little bit helps. Captain Duck. Dying of fire, Captain Duck. Why can't I swing my sword? Oh. Monster! Can't do magic on an enemy that's underneath the UI. It doesn't work. I think we might need some physical protection here. No. Alright. I'm to spend my life. Don't keep me. Not good magic. Alright, let's see if we can... Yep, okay. Charge up it. Way to go. Don't get ignored for that. Time for a walnut. One walnut. Dang it. Okay, fine. Oh, where did you come from? Wolflord, dead. Die in a fire. Randy, wake up. Oh, I can use my sword to take the stuff down. But I don't really need the axe. Chocolate. Poison. Chocolate. Ninja. So this entire route just didn't go anywhere. It's just kind of a dead end. It's just a big loop. And this one likes to kind of fake you out. It's like, I'm stunned. No, I'm not. Don't start doing your motor thing, that's gonna annoy me. Fire sword. Blob. Use the blob. Use the great blob. Oh, you're afraid of shade, is that it? Well, we can do something about that. Damage register. Or I go too far with that. The UI is getting a little messed up. I don't know whether it's because of this fight or something else. Not a glitch. We'll chalk it up to a small glitch. Again, emulation glitch. Because all the stuff on SNES Classic is emulated. It's so big I can't move now. Like, you pretty much have to use magic on this thing. Is he, like, non-targetable? Oh, it's dead. Okay, that's good. Yay! Let you go! I have another ninja dude. Whoa! That's a lot of damage! That's a lot of damage. Ooh. 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 That is not good. He just kind of corners you and then kills you to death. Kills you to death. Yeah, that's good. Ninja Master dead. Okay. Terminator. Okay, now we're starting to get in some enemies and actually do some damage. Magic. Magic works. Why do you have to, like, cure yourself, Wolf Lord? You're gonna die anyway. Yeah, let me cure myself again. I want fire and die and take hits. Box. I don't care about the enemies. Fairy ring. Oh, cool. Hey, very well, an excellent find. Now if I can get some more couple wishes, that would be great. Chocolate. Ooh, 100. Even better. Wait, what is this? I can't even see what enemy this is. Room. Oh boy, stop getting stuck on things. Get on fire. Stop. Spam. Stop. Stop. You got me stun locked. Okay, fine. Got out of it. Actually, you know what? We don't need to bother with that. Yay. I don't know how much farther I have to go. I don't think I have to go too much farther. I think we're getting close to the end here. Ninjas. Lots of ninjas. I can't really balloon them. Yes, it brought it. Yeah, just magic these guys to death. They're weak against magic. Awesome. Oof. Okay, I don't know how close I'm getting to the end here, but I have a feeling I'm getting there. Just do a safety save. Oh, okay, why did I do that? That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're about at the end here. See, now is a good time to use items to recover. It's only Randy himself. Let's see how I'm doing on MPs here. 30. You're gonna get a walnut because we're gonna be spamming light beam here in a moment. And you're okay. Alright, we're ready. This is it. Dialect! For ages I had been searching who are human with the power to conquer this world. Not myself. One born in the shadow of darkness and raised in the light of man. Dialog is the one. I cannot wait any longer. Body has grown weak. It is time. Using his body, I will take the Mana Fortress and rule the world.
Dial-up! Resist him with all your might.
Ow! You shot an arrow at me. How could you act? I must hurry. This body is breaking up. Help me get my...
Dial-up! Snap out of it! Where am I?
How good this new body feels. I grow strong.
Liar! You can't just steal someone's body. You wouldn't download a body, would you?
Idea. I can do anything I want. Ha 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 ha. Can't move.
Grim, can you hear me? It's me, Dialog. He's too strong. I'm finished, but I can help you. Thanatos is an ancient sorcerer who sold his heart to the underworld. Though his life force is eternal, he hasn't his own body. His life force is growing darker. He feeds on hatred and destruction.
Oh, silence! Don't tell him all my secrets.
I'm so sorry I won't see you again. But I have to do this.
I think there was a dialogue miss up there. I think it's supposed to be Dialog talking, not Prim.
You're Randy, right? Take care of Prim. Dialog, stop it! Please, Dialog, stop it!
I forbid this. Just when I was to be reborn, I must withdraw. Give me your bodies. Alright, he specifically weak against light. I remember this battle dozens of times. This is mostly gonna be a friend fight. But we can hit him with the sword. And we'll let him not be unconscious. Pick up. Pick up. Put some physical protection on everybody. Yeah, I can start spamming lightning. Oh, that trickles. He's gonna do his hand thing, just kind of ignore him. Hands. Ow. Oh, he's dead. Light beam spam for the win. The seal on Dread's mana magic is gone. Ooh. Dialogue. Friend, you still have me. Forget about your old boyfriend. He's dead now. What the? Let's get out of here. Ooh-ah. What is it? Ew. Okay. Just dizzy. You have to get out of here now. It's a mana beast. Isn't it a flammy? Look, kind of. I guess flammies were once mana beast. Hurry, or the mana beast will ruin the world. Come on, do it. I can't. I won't hurt a mana beast. I can't. I'm having this conniption at the last moment here. But you're only trying to restore mana and destroy the mana fortress. I mean, come on, think about it, guys. Think about this logically. It's okay for the mana beast to destroy the fortress and restore mana. I mean, why is this such a bad thing? And... poor boy. If you use up all your mana power, you'll disappear. We don't know why, but... we're saying it now, establishing this now, that you will disappear. Oh no! Right, I can't go through with this. What do you mean? I'm not gonna kick the bucket because of some stupid wives' tale. My world is separate from this one. That just means I won't see you again. Yeah, that's all. That's right. Okay, if we don't stop the mana beast, your world is finished, right? Everything will perish. Trees, animals, video games, people. That must not happen. You have the mana sword. You must save this world. You have no choice. You made a vow to your mother, the mana tree, right? I'll be okay. Alright, you convinced me. You're sure? Of course! Later, Prim.
Take the sword. We'll cast Mana Magic, then Mana Sword will appear. The ultimate weapon. Okay, we might want to get Grim some more magic power. Stage 1 activation complete. Now for stage 2. Stage 2 activation. Mana Sword activation complete. Okay, now we can probably use some invincibility shield here. We gotta wait till the Mana Beast gets close. Alright. We don't need to really charge up here, it's just gonna do maximum damage. Okay, I gotta, yep. You gotta cast more Mana Magic. It doesn't last that long. Whack away. Except for the matter. No, stop the magic spam. Come on. Let me get up. Grim, do your job. Ding. Okay. Yeah, good time for the Mana Match to fade. Get whacked. Mana Beast gets whacked in red. It was like a super crit. Ooh, poor boy. He's... gone. I didn't even say goodbye. Poor boy. Poor boy, I'll never forget you. In a few years, I'll forget you. Ever. I mean it, ever. Me too. Even though you really weren't that memorable. And Dialect too. But we must be strong. We have 2 moons on this world. The mana beast is turning into snow. In credits. Alright. Secret of Mana. Still a fun little action RPG game. It's not perfect, it's still good. The gameplay probably hasn't aged that well. It's janky, is putting it lightly. And balance, not the best. Like, the bosses in the early part of the game are like super hard because you don't have magic. But once you get magic, the bosses become really easy to deal with. Because you can just magic spam the bosses to death, which is the best tactic to use, is just magic spam. And that, as I repeatedly attempted in the boss fight, it's really hard to figure out where the hitboxes are on the bosses, so it's just easier to use magic on them, because that way you're actually guaranteeing you're going to get a hit, instead of trying to fumble around trying to figure out where a hitbox is. This game really felt like it didn't really take that long, even though I probably did spend a good bit. Even though I did spend a good bit of time grinding out weapon levels and magic levels, it's really not that long of a game. I actually got through it a lot quicker than I thought I would. But, you know, it's about 8 parts, about 2 or 3 hours apart, and it's usually on average like a 20-hour game, so that's about what it is. It's pretty short. It's a... Oops, sorry. Controller fell down. But I will say Second Thantatos 3 or Trials of Mana definitely has better gameplay in it. I don't mind the graphics in it. The graphics are okay in this, even though they are sometimes a little confusing, so I guess... Yeah, the graphics in Second Thantatos 3 obviously are better, but... And the gameplay is better in that one. The leveling system of the weapons and magic I didn't really care for, because it kind of does force you to grind, and that does get really boring after a while. But I gave it my best shot in this game, but after a while I just got tired of it. And yes, at the end there, once you get to the Mana Fortress, you can grind up to level 8 on magic and weapons, but whatever. Like, well, as you already saw, my magic was strong enough anyway to get by, so I didn't really need to do that. Story-wise, it's okay. It's not... This is not a Final Fantasy-esque storyline here. It's very simple. We have the chosen hero, the bad guys who just want to rule the world, and that's kind of it. I'm trying to think of what enemies, villains, or I'm using the wrong order, antagonists had any sort of development. Like, the Emperor probably had a little bit, Thantatos had some, but didn't he have like Cheeks and Guest Star who were just kind of like generic henchmen, and
third dude who I can't remember his name. And they're basically just henchmen. That's all they are. They're not memorable at all. There's not really any characterization to some of these enemies here. So it's like, we're evil. And we're going to rule the world with the Mana Fortress, and yeah, that's our plan. Definitely psyching the Tetsu 3, and Paralysis has a much better storyline and characterization, so this is just fun gameplay game. There's not really much else to it. It's fun to just mess around with every now and then. Like I said, this is one of the games I played a lot when I was a kid, so I remember most of it. It's still fun to play. In Screensaver Shadow mode came on. I'd still probably say it's like a 7 out of 10 game. The best thing about it is the music, really. The music in the game is actually pretty good. I still enjoy listening to the tunes of this. The sword back where it belongs, nice and shiny and not rusty anymore. But the next time it shall appear in the next game where it gets destroyed, I think. Something. I don't remember exactly what happens to the Mana Sword. And Trials of Mana doesn't really use the Mana Sword quite as an actual weapon. It's just a plot device in Trials of Mana. You don't actually get to wield it or anything. Which was a little disappointing coming off of this game. And it's not a big deal. It's still a nice little action RPG game. There's really nothing more. If that's what you're looking for in a game, you got that here. There's really nothing to complain about. The end. I have heard that there are some very slight variations in this ending screen. I remember reading about that somewhere. I don't know exactly what the variations are. It's like very slight. I think it's like a difference in the star arrangement or the moon. Something like that, but yeah. Anyway. That's it for Secret of Mana. It's a fun little playthrough. I don't quite know what game I'm going to start next after this. I will find something. We'll see. It'll be a surprise. I'll think of something. It'll be next week sometime. I'll start a new game. Anyway. That's it from me. Have a good night, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.